Hey guys, it's Rosealyn. Welcome back to the first tree. Looks like we've got some memories to collect. I don't know if that is the tree, but I'm gonna be a jerk and go this way first. Yay. Because there are things that we need to collect, looks like. And I see, looks like another memory out there in the distance. We're sitting at 51 lights that we've collected so far. That's the sun. Here comes the sun. Okay. Is that an actual... It must be way out there. Oh, I see more over here. Oh boy, platforming. Here we go. You guys know how I do with platforming. Thankfully, we have a little double jump, so gives me a little bit of grace, a little bit of mercy. Has the music changed? Maybe a little bit. You're doing some parkour. That's a hole. Okay. That was unexpected. Oh. What? How? How do? How do? 0 of 3. Oh, did I get it? Okay, I just had to time it just right. Okay. This still sounds shiny. Maybe I have to return there. It still sounds shiny, friends. What's over here? What am I looking at? Collapsed tent in a sleeping bag? That's one low tent. Did he run away from home? The kid? Guess that's possible too. The kid went missing, not the dad, right? Ooh, we got a shiny down here. I think we will find out soon enough who did the leaving. House and ground. Let's see what we got. Dig, dig, dig.
On our property, there were old abandoned pieces of a shed and car long left unused. I used to ask him all the time who those people were that left all this junk, and I'm sure he got so tired of hearing it that he made up some elaborate stories how a brown bear ate them and haunted the woods afterwards. What's funny is I think it made those people seem more real. Growing up thinking they were still hanging out like they couldn't say goodbye. I used to tell my friends how I could swear I saw spirits move near the water, and that always freaked them out. I guess it didn't bother me, because the way I saw it, they were normal people with old cars and sheds, just trying to figure out how to survive and be happy in the middle of nowhere. It was a cool thought that they didn't want to leave, but you know, I was a weird kid.
Well, you had good company since those ghosts like living in a place where they were brutally devoured.
Brutal. Savage. Oh, I jumped too soon. Let's try that again. Let's try that again. No, I didn't get my second jump off. I'm sure we don't have to collect all of these, but I'm doing my best. We still missed those couple that were back near the truck. I'm not quite sure how to get those. Maybe I just needed to get good. That's totally possible. Okay. Let's go up here. I think we're getting closer to the tree. Okay, here's another doohickey that we have to do. Oops. Boink. There we go. Ooh, maybe we're going through there. Another memory?
The most distant, at the times when I detested him the most. He kept reaching out. For a year straight, he asked me every week when we were going camping. I thought he was just dense. Eventually, to shut him up, I agreed. We carried out the worn lawn chairs from the garage and set up a cinder block campfire at the site we'd always used behind the house. We walked down the mountain path, talking in the warm sunshine we only got a couple months of the year. Those 3 obsidian rocks shimmered alongside the shore, almost like sparklers pressed against a dark window. I'll never forget that wet stone on my feet, or how those massive mountains looked even bigger in the lake's reflection. I felt small, but grateful. As the sun set, my dad found something I hadn't seen for a long time. The tree where I'd made my first carving when I was 6. I hadn't even carved it. My dad had helped me, but I still called it my tree. Something about seeing my name there made me open up, and we talked about everything that night in that old camouflage tent. I told him how much I loved sketching and design, and how it would be a dream to study architecture in Seattle. I told him how I didn't get along with my friends much anymore, but that I didn't mind being alone. He told me he was there for me, and he joked that if all he had to do was write my name on a tree to finally get me to talk, he would have left me carved logs with novels on them in front of my room every morning. I don't know why it took me that long to realize it, but it was then I knew how much he had sacrificed for me.
Oh, sad dad tears. Oh, I think there's a memory over here that we've missed. Yep. Ooh, and some sparklies over here too. There we go. And we go down here. Seems so. Grab this one, Sparkle. Grab the bank. Bank. Can we go up and around? Maybe? No, that's not the way. This is not the way. Understood. Did not the way. Okay, let's check back up here again. Oh, there's another one. Oh! Through here, methinks. Oh, I hear a stone. There it is. Got it. Got it. Oh, oh. Are those the branches breaking over there? I think so. Do we have an easy way to get back? Probably. Let's just take this path down here. Our music has stopped. Hmm. Yeah, I think we need to go around this way. Fun fact, did you know that foxes are not part of the dog family? I always thought that foxes were more like dogs than anything else. They're not. They're not part of the dog family. Here's your fun fact for the day. That is a shiny all the way over there. Okay, we'll go that way then. Oh, we're back to the music. Ooh. Radio? Tons of shinies up here. Did we already go through where it was blocked off? How did I not see this before? Hmm. I don't think we did.
We were happiest underneath the evergreens. We decided it was time to finally map out the hundreds of acres we lived on just to pass the time during the summer. He was only free in the evenings, so I would spend the day wasting time on dial-up internet and sketching, and then we would rush into the woods, pen and map in hand, before evening fell. Sometimes, the aurora borealis would cast a cold green glow on the mountainside, and we would finish our route underneath a twilight sky. Sometimes I was lonely during those summer days, but there was comfort in the routine.
A lot of teenagers aren't looking for the daily grind, though. There's nothing wrong with wanting to get out, to leave your childhood home. You wanted to progress, to make something of yourself.
We need to go back?
Yeah, you're right.
I am confusion.
I'm sure it's the same as how I left it. But then why does it feel so different?
I doubt you're the only adult to have looked back and asked that question.
Well, if we go back, that's where we activated the stone. But there's a memory up here, so I'm just gonna keep going. See what we find, because it looks like there's another one to our left as well.
My dad built a lot of stuff in his free time. If he wasn't watching fly fishing or reading Tom Clancy novels, he was carving something. He made tons of birdhouses. Not that he was into bird watching, but I think he really missed working and adding on to the home. If he couldn't afford the time to build onto our own house, he would have to settle with watching birds move into their little homes. We kept an old mattress in the bed of that ugly yellow truck, so we would drive it deep into the woods and then watch the birds fly into their houses while the sun set. Usually it was accompanied by venison jerky or a cold Coke, but not a lot of talking, which is how we both liked it.
Just the tree? Are we done? Are we done? I don't want to go to the tree if we're not done. I don't know. Are we done? There's so many questions I have. No, we've been here. This is the knife. Oh, this is the stone. Ah. Aha. Oh, is that a wolf? I hope not. Spooky scary. Whee! We got it. One more. Yeah, that looks like a wolf to me, and that's no bueno. Yeah, we don't.
Perpetrator stood nearby, unfazed, like nothing was wrong. My dad is dead, and he's never coming back, Rachel. I can tell you these stories, but I can never reminisce with him again. He can never hold a grandchild that we'll probably never be able to have. I can never talk to him again, and I'll never be able to say I'm sorry for everything.
He was killed by a wolf? Oh. My little heart. I am doing bad job collecting. I am doing bad job. Doing worst job collecting. I guess it's also possible that his dad just passed away. But why else would they show a wolf? I don't know. Maybe just as a image of fear. Come a long way. We're still looking. I think when you lose a loved one, you continue to look for pieces of them in the world around you. And sometimes it can be hard to find that. And even though you might not be able to have closure, you're still able to share your world with them by finding those little things. Looks like we've got a memory up here. Get more of the story. Some tall mountains. Not like the mountains I'm used to, that's for sure. What we
I
got?
need to go to bed. I just can't talk about this anymore. Good night.
Too much stress. Well, that's the only shiny I see. I guess we go up the hill here. Ooh. Another area, maybe? Maybe? Oh. Oh.
Joseph, you can't go to sleep feeling like this. I'm sorry for everything, and I know you need space, but I'm here for you. You don't need to feel so lost. Joseph, have I ever told you what my mother was like? You know what it's like not to have a mom at home. And you know how hard that made my childhood. What helped me was watching the birds in the morning before the school bus came. I thought that my mother was one of those birds, and it made me want to be free like her. My mom taught me how to fold origami cranes while she was in the hospital. So I told myself I would fold one every day until I could fly myself. I think we both have always loved animals, and for me that love started with a dog. Sometimes this Rottweiler would come up to our property line and wait at the fence for me, but only once in a while. I was sure to check every day immediately after school, and it usually ended in disappointment. I would even steal money from my passed out dad just so I could buy these off-brand dog biscuits. Even when she did stop by, she never went beyond the fence. Why was she so scared? I think my dad was the opposite of your dad in almost every way, except he was in the military as well. He coped with alcohol of every kind. The trailer started falling apart, he got angry, and I withdrew. More and more I became the weird, quiet kid who made lots of origami birds and carried dog biscuits around. I think we were pretty similar when it came to being the weird kids. And that same sincerity in college was one of the reasons I was so drawn to you. Life got worse and worse, and at one point, I really didn't think I could survive another day with my soul still intact. I had no real friends, let alone neighbors, since we lived in the middle of nowhere. I should have talked to my teacher, but I was scared what he would do if he found out. As I waited for the school bus one morning, I walked around until I found something in an abandoned shed. Something I can't put into words. I summoned courage I didn't know I had, and I broke into my dad's room and found the key to the shed where he had locked my bike. I'll never forget that feeling. The wind rushing by my ears as the sun rose over fields of wheat. I was flying for the first time. I biked as far as my legs could take me until I found a house that felt friendly, and that felt like home. Those strangers helped me in so many ways. And if it wasn't for them, I wouldn't have found my foster family. And if it wasn't for my parents, I wouldn't have met you. You have strength, Joseph, and you're not as alone as you think.
It's all just so pointless. Just waiting for life to happen. It's like having the home I always wanted is cursed out of my reach. The thought of being a parent myself. How could I do that when I couldn't even be a good son? I'm sorry. I know what you're saying. I just don't know how things will work out. These quiet hours will turn into years. We'll wonder which roads passed us by.
Then we'll forge a new road together. Besides, I discovered for myself that one fateful morning where any hopeful road leads to. There may be thorns and mist, but it always leads to the same thing.
And what's that?
Family.
I'm so glad that you're part of my family, Rachel.
And I'm glad you're part of mine.
The babies. What's the babies? family of a different kind, huh? Just letting it all sink in. Up another hill. Where are we going? Are we getting there? Are we gonna find our last kit? Or someone else to call family? Surely the fox gets a resolution too. That would be nice. Oh, we got some more platforming to do. Okay, here we go. Let's see what we can do. Thankfully, this isn't Mario, so it's not as bad. Go. Lots of shinies. Ooh, we've reached 100. Wonder how many shinies there are. Leaving this area and going to another. See. Oh. Sad.
The fox knew her last cub would be waiting for her at the first tree. She was almost there. The rain cascaded onto the Jade Valley where the entrance to the tree was. Life was protected there, because that's where life began. It was now only a mother and a daughter left. Items from my life still dotted the ground as she moved closer to her destination and destiny.
What a sad level. Seems like we've still got some exploration left. I can see a house out there. Couple memories. Couple little beams of light to collect. Unfortunately, I'm out of time for this episode, so we're gonna have to finish this journey in the very next one, okay? Thanks so much for hanging out with me. I really appreciate it. Hope you're enjoying this so far. Really, really cool story. One that I'm enjoying just sitting here and experiencing with you rather than feeling like having to make a comment every 5 seconds. It's refreshing, and I hope that you're taking this time and watching these videos and just letting everything sink in and not worry about thinking so much. Just experiencing a story with me. So thanks again so much for watching. I really appreciate it. I'll see you guys in the very next one. Bye.